This was a eucalyptus prune I did a few days ago. It's been pruned up before by someone, and a bit rough really. But basically the tree's got a very much a lean on it, perhaps 30 degrees. And standing at the bottom, if you sort of get your shoulder into it, you can move the tree a bit. So basically we just took all this top growth off, purely so you don't get the sail effect during the winter, because the wind being on the coast here, it can really cut through, and sort of we're hoping it get some new growth in the spring and give a chance for it to stabilise itself, get some more roots in. Ideally I'd like to have cut this in the spring, but needs must sort of thing. I mostly worked off the ladder, but I was tied in purely because I needed both hands free, so it was the safest option, which you can't be too careful. I think ultimately I can see this tree coming down, being taken down rather than falling down, but there's a hell of a lot of dead in it as well, a lot of dieback. So I think the tree's days are numbered, to be honest. It wasn't any sort of fancy prune, it was basically just get that long top growth out of it. All I used was the hand pruning saw on this. There's some quite chunky bits came out. I did pinch the blade up on the saw a few times because you can't really see it there, but there's quite a strong breeze coming from behind me, pushing the branches a bit. But this was actually the same place I was a couple of weeks earlier doing the two big conifers, and that was the cold, wet day. But when I did this, the sun was shining, bit of a nip to the breeze, but you didn't get too cold on this one, luckily. It was actually quite pleasant. As you can see, I didn't do a very good job of cutting that bit. I did split it a bit, and I should have actually cleaned that up. I didn't for some reason, so. And basically that's it. It is what it is. The tree's had a hard life anyway. I think it says just to take the top out, just to stop that wind hitting it too hard. There's a fair bit came off there actually, some good chunky bits. What I was actually originally going to just chip it straight into the lady's bin, but it's still full up. So she had a pile of leaves and bits and pieces in the corner there. She told me just to chip it straight in the corner, and her husband was going to fill the bin up when it was empty. So there's some good chunky pieces of wood going through the old chipper here. It will take these lumps in one go, just push it in, let them go. But some of them where the thicker bottom part, I tend to sort of put it in, pull them out a little bit, then push them in again, give the chipper a chance. Again, the eucalyptus was lovely stuff to chuck through the chipper, as it is pretty straight, but in the side branches were nice and bendy as well, so they sort of went straight through, no problem. Again, this is a quite big lump of old wood here. Again, you know, the chipper would just take it in one go, but I tend to just let it go in, then hold it back a little bit, let it go in and hold it back again, then just let it go through. I ordered some new chipper blades the other day. The ones on the machine, I think I've still got another couple of sharpenings left in them, but I always like to be prepared. I was talking to the chap on the phone, and he was telling me the new Hornet chipper is sort of upgraded, if you like, sort of improved, and the engine's now on top of the chipping drum rather than like mine underneath, and the discharge chute can actually turn 180 degrees, which is sound pretty good. I did have a look at a picture on his website. It was gardenmachinerystore.com, and he's the chap I originally bought this machine off. So if any of you chaps are into machinery, you know, it's worth having a look. It's quite interesting how they've changed the design a little bit. Actually, the time I'd finished this tree and gone back to the van packing my tools up, a lady from next door came out and asked me to have a look at a tamarick tree, and now I've got to take that down in I think January. I'm going to do that. So I think all the advertising in the world, but people see your work, and that's the best advertising going. I think I've had more work through recommendation or people seeing you working somewhere than any other advertising, to be honest with you. It's amazing how many jobs you do pick up just when you're at somewhere. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed, and thank you for watching my videos. Let's say this is purely a hobby, doing a YouTube, but it's much appreciated when people are interested. So again, thank you very much, and thank you very much for watching.